Hi, I'm Paul.
And I'm Philip Peacock.
And we are
Habeo Tiny Homes.
And today what we're going to be doing is showing you our first tiny house that we built. We're going to take you around the outside and the inside and show you some of the features. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start at the back. Not the most glamorous spot on the house, but it really shows the goal of our project, which is to keep things very clean, to keep things hidden. We don't want a lot of pipes and wires and things sticking out for when you're driving or even for when you park it. So we're going to show some of those features. We're going to walk around and highlight some. Let's actually start here with our inlets. This is our propane inlet right here for the water heater, the tankless hot water heater. This is the water inlet, so they're an RV style hookup. The water heater itself is right here. It's a Takagi. It's a Takagi TKJR2. Again, it's with propane, and it's got a 6.6 gallon per minute maximum flow rate. Now what we're showing right here, we've had this exposed, but as I continue to go over some features, what we're going to do is, as I go around, Philip will cover this up and show you what it looks like during normal everyday use. So let's head over here and look at this for a moment while we're back here. This is our mini split. It's a Pioneer 12,000 BTU air conditioner and heat pump. And again, of course you can see this right here, but all of the connections are running in here. It's clean. We have everything wrapped in conduit. We have everything set to where, again, when you're driving down the road or when it's even parked, you don't have a lot of stuff just sticking out. Nice finished look. We have our emergency disconnect right here. So, you know what, let's go ahead and give him a chance to put that back while we walk around here. And as we go around, we'll just look at some of the other features. We have this R panel, this green R panel for the siding on this part of the trailer. It's made by Mueller. Really something a little different, kind of got a little bit of a retro look. We have some gray window trim. And then we have our tongue and groove cedar siding. We have it in 3 different tones. It's really overcast here today, but when the sun is out, it just really has a really nice gold glow to it. Really pretty, really sets it off, really grabs your attention. Here is another connection. It's our 50 amp electrical service. It's got a threaded connection, so when this is in, it's in. You can't get it out without unthreading it. Helps keep water out, keep things out. 50 amp service right here powers the tiny house. We've only had power to it now for about a month. Low electrical, everything inside is LED, very low. I think our last month's electrical bill was about $20 to $25, and that's with multiple power tools going, AC running 24/7, and a lot of the lights on. Front door, some more cedar, some more of the R panel here, the green R panel, and here what we have is our drain line right here. Now this isn't finished. This isn't how it's going to be finished. This is an example. You see it's got the RV hookup here. This isn't glued on. It's glued up until this point here. That's in case someone wants to just do a direct connection to a septic. They want to do the RV style. We can modify that to however they would like it done. Show some of the examples of how we could do that. Let's see if we've got the cover plate, which we do. So he's getting that cover plate back on. You can see it's even got nice clean finish. It's even got a little lock you can put on there, keep everything in there safe. But those aren't all the features we have outside. We also have a really nice trailer, and we'll let Philip talk to you about the trailer.
It's just like any house, the foundation is naturally one of the most important aspects of it because that's the starting point for anything. So what we have here is a trailer-made trailer. As you can see in all 4 corners they have welded on ram trailer jacks, which makes it quick, easy, efficient, and very sturdy for a quick setup. Trailer-made trailer has the lowest deck heights that the industry offers as of right now, and they also do all their steel beams 16-inch on center, and they cover the bottom side of the trailer with galvanized. What we went ahead and did is we have our galvanized sheeting, we did a closed cell foam, and then we have our Advantech on top of that, so this thing's like kind of a little miniature igloo. We have 2 7,000-pound axles, and pretty much what you see is what you get, quality from start to finish. So again, we couldn't be happier with our trailer-made trailer, and it's a privilege to work with that company. So now that we've seen the outside and kind of get a feel for what the outside's like, let's move on to the inside and see how cute it can get.
So we're inside. So let's start where you come in. This is the living room area. Some of the basic features that we have in here. Let's just even start with our floor. We have a really durable floor. It's a product from Shaw called Forte. Very, very durable. It is water resistant. If you have animals, you have kids in here, it's really going to hold up very, very nicely. Let's make our way back into the living room. I'll show you some interesting features. We have it laid out. This piece of furniture here, the sofa, will come with the house. There's a reason that we chose this. You get quite a bit of extra storage in here. That's a cutting board in there for the apron sink. Both of these open, both of them provide storage, and they're both very comfortable. So we have that here in the living room. We have it laid out. There is a recessed outlet right here to hang a flat screen TV. The space from corner to corner is roughly 36 inches, so you can get a pretty good size television in here for a space that is smaller than a normal living room. We have some pretty neat lights in here. I'm going to turn those on, LEDs. What's a cool feature on these, we had a party even here last night, and you can change the color of the LEDs. You can even do things like flash them, strobe them. So there's lots of little things in here if you're just chilling out. We've been working on it at night. It has a really neat effect. Turn on the green light or the blue light. Really calming. It looks really pretty glowing out the window. So that's kind of a neat feature that we put in the living room. We'll start with our kitchen. It starts here with this built-in for this 12 cubic foot Frigidaire refrigerator freezer. So we have that. And it goes this way, and we have another little built-in. This is our Oster convection oven, turbo convection oven with these French doors. We actually tried this as well last night, installed it, and we actually made a 16-inch pizza in there. So works really great. You can fit quite a bit in. It's got a really deep back. Again, we had a 16-inch pizza in there. Underneath it, we're going to have some storage. We're probably going to be putting some built-in, like a step stool, because our cabinets up here, let's look up here, these cabinets are a little high. We wanted it to feel open while you're cooking or prepping here. So we have this one. You might need, I'm not a super tall guy, but I'd need a little help getting up here, so we're going to have probably a step stool for that. You'll notice that these cabinets, which open up, our cabinets don't have knobs. The reason is we wanted to let the buyer pick, add a little bit of their own custom style to the house. So that's one thing that we can help you guys put on. You'll notice here we have a nice open countertop. We do not have a cooktop. Well, we do have a cooktop, but it's not mounted. We have an induction top. It is actually on its way here. We don't have it right now, but what we have it for is so when you are prepping and not cooking, you can hide your cooktop. You don't need it out all the time. It frees up a lot of space. Everything in the kitchen is on dedicated circuits. So this circuit right here is dedicated just for that cooktop. We have, of course, the refrigerator on its own dedicated circuit, and the convection oven is also. So you don't have to worry about tripping breakers or pulling too much when you're using them. We have a nice apron sink right here. It has that little chopping block feature we have that can even add more countertop space. Again, more counter space here. We've got some drawers right here. This whole thing pulls out for like recycling or your trash can. Whoops, recycling or your trash cans. We have lots of storage in there. I'm going to come around. We have a little custom built-in rack, spice rack, display, whatever you would like to use it for. We have some different things in there just kind of showing off how you could use it. And so that terminates the kitchen here, but when we pick back up, there's an interesting room. I think we're going to have a little trouble filming it. This right here is plumbed, let me get out of the way, for a washer dryer. There's wiring is there, the plumbing is there. You'll notice the vent is not cut out, and the reason for that, again, versatility. Do you want this to be a area for a washer and dryer? If so, we're going to put that vent in for you. If not, this is your closet or your pantry or whatever you would like it to store. We have that set up for you. Again, we wanted to give some options so that you can customize this to your own needs living in this space. So that's kind of this side of the house. Let's move on now to the lofts.
So here at Habeo, we put a lot of emphasis on handmade and on design. So I'm just going to walk through a few of the features that I think distinguish us from everybody else. We're going to start with all the walls are 3/4 inch tongue groove pine. They're all hand distressed, one at a time. Every single piece was painstakingly distressed and handmade. It really adds a lot of depth to it, and I think it blends in nicely. And then if you come over here, you'll see we tried to do an accent piece that's still tied in with the walls. So we have a door that we custom made. It's all distressed. It's actually real steel on the inside, so it's magnetic as well. You can hang magnetic hooks. You can put whatever you'd like on it. It's very functional, also very rustic. I think it's a good little accent piece for the trailer. And this door, again, pockets behind a ladder that we handmade. We see a lot of people with tiny houses going with the galvanized piping, which we really liked. We think it looks cool. It's very industrial. We went ahead and put wooden rungs on it because it seems to be the consensus that the pipe itself is a little small for your feet and hurts a little bit. So it's super sturdy. You have an actual rung. It's a comfortable climb, and it's a cool little feature. It ties in everything well. And then we'll move on over here. You have some stairs leading up to your main loft. Again, we went ahead and did custom shelves and everything, and custom pull-out drawers. We can always add or take away from these drawers. Again, they need knobs to be put on the front, but you can see that's gonna be kind of the finishing touches for the owner as they buy it. We'll go ahead and take a little cruise up these stairs too, and that'll lead us up to our master bedroom. So it's probably hard to see from down there, but in here we have a decent amount of head height considering it's a tiny house. We tried to go with a good loft space. Up here you can see that this is currently a queen size bed that we have stacked up in here. We designed the cabinets over here around the height of this, so you have open top cabinet space to where you can use that for a fan, a plant, whatever you want to accent your little bedroom area with. It will fit a California king and a king size bed as well. And we basically carried through the walls to the floors, and you have a really cute 3/4 inch tongue groove pine distressed floor up on the lofts as well. That's going to lead us into our bathroom, where Paul's downstairs to walk you through that.
So here we are going to go into the bathroom. One thing I wanted to mention before we got in here, so all the lights on the ceiling are LED. The two in the two lofts are fully dimmable. The two that are in the main area are not. We have a nice ceiling fan, like an old propeller from an airplane. Does a good job of pushing air, and it actually pushes the air a little bit to the sides, helping to move air into the loft areas. We're pretty happy about that. So let's go down into the bathroom, and again, we have a little bit of nice dimmable lights, so we can adjust for that. We have a fan in here to push air out. Now, one thing you'll notice, we have a standard toilet, standard sink. You might notice these walls are a little bare. There's not a mirror, there's not shelves. This is another one of those features we are leaving for the person who would choose to live here, because we know that these are prime real estate right here to store things, and again, add some finishing touches, which we'd be happy to help with. Our shower is a good sized shower. It is a solid porcelain shower. We've got a nice little shelf built in right here. Can fit quite a bit. We've got some candles in there right now and different things, but you can fit quite a bit of storage in there. Most of your bath items will fit. Again, this is a porcelain tile. The grout is actually a product called Fusion Pro. It's more durable than regular grout, much more stain resistant, much more water resistant. It's got antimicrobial properties built into the grout, so the upkeep is quite easy. And again, we wanted to have a nice feature. If the ceilings are a little lower than a normal house, so again, we have that really nice feature to be able to, dim it. If you don't want to have a really bright light in your shower, you can adjust all of that to the degree that you'd like. And actually, let's go back over here. There's so much in here, we keep forgetting things. One thing we thought was kind of cool that we wanted to make sure to show, we've got our little station down here, our little cubby, and we've got it where it's like a charging station. It's got the USB ports built in. We also have outlets like this in the bedroom. Nice for you to be able to plug in a device directly into there. You've got some storage in here. We've got all kinds of options for that, and even over around here, we got just a couple of built-ins that we put here to just try to maximize some of the space. Again, we just wanted to make it to where you had the maximum amount of space, but also give you a chance to put your own fingerprint on the house.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take y'all up to the secondary loft. We've got a real sturdy ladder that we talked about earlier. Leads up to this very spacious little loft we have over here. It works perfect for a little jam room. You could always set up a desk right here with a computer. It's actually could double as a bedroom. You could fit a queen size bed up here. We already discussed you could put a king size bed over there. We went ahead and we have 12 windows in the whole unit. So I know we're using very high efficient lighting, but it's nice to bring in that natural light, and I think we did a pretty good job of it. You got 8 up top and 3 downstairs, 1 in the bathroom, and 3 in this main living area. The dimmer, or the LEDs up top, are also dimmable, so if it is a bedroom and you want to kind of set the mood a little bit, that's there for you as well. And it's a very enjoyable space, and I like it. I want to say thank you everybody for joining us. Really hope that you enjoy our first video, hope you enjoy our first house, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty more to come, and we appreciate you spending the time with us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to try to put some more content out there. You can follow us on Instagram right now. You can just look for the hashtag Team Habeo, or we're at habeo.tinyhomes. Got some website and some other things in the works that'll be coming hopefully in the next month or so. See how all this kind of pans out and what we can do with this, and see if this is something that's going to be a project that continues to go on. So we thank you for joining us at the beginning of it, and keep watching. Thanks very much for your time. Have a good one.